Okay, now I'm going to have to line up some verses for you so you can follow with me. I got a lot of these, but we'll just, for the sake of time, we'll go through a few. All right, and I'll give you links to articles where on the website we have a list of contradictions and we refute the Muslims who try to harmonize them. Now, this one is a doozy. This one is really problematic. This one really gives them heartburn. You're going to see what I mean. All right, you ready? Now, there's more, but I'm going to give you just a few. Let's see here. Okay, now we're going to skip chapter 3, verse 7 right now because I want to show you something. Now, it says, chapter 6, verse 114 on the screen. It says, what? Shall I seek after any judge but God? For it is he who sent down to you the book well distinguished. Now, the well distinguished here, if you look over here, means explained in detail. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
So this book is explained in detail. I mean, there's nothing unclear, confusing, or ambiguous, right?
Right.
This is explained in detail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now watch. And this Quran is not such as could ever be produced. This is chapter 10, verse 37, right? By other than Allah. But it is a confirmation which was before it and a full explanation of the book. So it fully explains the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it fully explains the book, will there be anything unclear?
No.
Chapter 12, verse 111. Chapter 12, verse 111. Let me change Arbery because Arbery, he writes in Old English. It's not as good. Let's go to here. Pickthall. These are two Muslim translations. Chapter 12, verse 111. In their history, verily, there's a lesson for men of understanding. It is no invented story, but a confirmation of the existing scripture and a detailed explanation of everything. Now, if it says it explains everything in the book, will you expect to find anything that's not explained?
I didn't just pick that up.
What is it?
I didn't pick that up.
What does it say right here? This Quran does what on the screen? I highlighted it. See it on the screen?
A detailed explanation of everything.
So if it explains everything in detail, will there be anything unexplained in the book?
No.
Because if it explains everything in detail, can there be anything in the book that's not explained in detail?
Everything has to be explained.
That's why this other translation says it, a detailed explanation of everything. So you get it. So they don't thought, oh, you don't know Arabic. No, that's what Arabic says. And in case you still don't get it, 1689. Okay. 1689. Now watch here. And we reveal the scripture unto thee, meaning Muhammad, as an exposition of all things. So if it exposits everything as an exposition of everything, can there be anything in it that's not explained, expounded on?
No, everything would have to be explained. What does expedition mean?
To explain, exposit.
Okay.
An exposition, exposit, explain. Are you getting it or no?
Yes.
So if it's an exposition of everything, now you scared me because you didn't understand that word. Now you're really freaking me out. So I got to go here. You're trying to play with my mind, aren't you? Okay. Well, this guy says exposition too. What a dirty little monkey. Hold on. This guy, Yusuf Ali, you dirty little animal. Hold on. Let's see. Because exposition, a lot of people don't use that word. So I'm trying to find. Here. Is this good enough? For we have sent down to thee a book explaining clearly everything. Is that clear?
Yeah, yeah.
You got it, right? Because you're making me want to hang myself with my shoestrings. I'm getting scared now. Don't scare me, please.
I'll try not to. Okay, I get it.
Mommy, the big bad wolf is here. Okay, but you got it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, if it says this Quran explains everything clearly, can there be anything unclear in it?
Everything would have to be clear.
And then finally, in case you still don't see it, and there's a lot more in this. Look, 41 verse 3. A book whereof the verses are explained in detail. A Quran in Arabic, for people to know, you just need to know Arabic. But if you know Arabic, will the book then explain the verses in detail? I'm waiting for your answer before 2025 elections.
It would have to be explained.
You see it?
Yeah, or explained in detail.
Okay, the verses are explained in detail. So it explains the verses in detail, right?
Yep.
So would there leave room for any verse that's unclear?
No, every verse would have to be clear.
We got it, right? I mean, you don't need to be Einstein to figure this out, right? Right?
Yes, yes.
Now here's the contradiction. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Chapter 3, verse 7. He it is, chapter 3, verse 7, who has sent down to thee the book. In it are verses basic or fundamental of established meaning. They are the foundation book. Now, here it says others are allegorical. And I want you to hear this one here. And others not entirely clear. Mutashabihat. You see it?
Yeah.
So this Quran contains verses that are not entirely clear.
But I thought they were just clear.
Damn. But now watch here, though, it says. So as for those in whose hearts there is a deviation from the truth, they follow that which is not entirely clear thereof. They follow the unclear verses, seeking al-fitna to cause division, and seeking for its meanings, but none know its head meaning save Allah. So does anyone know the meaning of these verses except Allah? Anyone know one besides Allah?
Well, yeah, people know them.
Well, hold on. It says no one knows their meanings. They're saying Allah's a liar. What are you, on drugs or something, dude?
Well, why would Allah reveal it to it if we didn't know what it means?
So, is there anyone else who know what these verses mean besides Allah?
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's try it again. I'm going to throw myself.
Oh, no.
Stuck for Allah, get stuck for Allah, dude. You want me to throw myself out the first floor balcony?
No.
Because I'll survive, even if I throw myself off. It's the first floor. Okay. If no one knows their meaning except Allah, is there anyone else who knows what they mean besides Allah?
No.
You sure?
No one should. No.
Because you're scaring me here. Because you're like, yeah, of course. You mean Allah's a liar. So you said Allah lied. So then that means you suck as a Muslim because you said he lied. You said no one knows except him. Are you saying Allah's a liar, sir?
I don't know.
Okay. So does the Quran contain verses that meanings are not entirely clear, according to this verse?
Yes, so some are not clear, it's saying.
And who knows their meaning?
Only Allah.
No one else knows them, right?
No.
Now, let me ask you a series of questions. Number one, of what benefit is there to send down verses in a book that no one knows what they mean? If they don't know what they mean, it cannot benefit them. How does that help anyone?
It doesn't help anyone.
But the Quran says it contains those verses. Number two, in order for me to not focus on the unclear verses, I don't get Allah angry, shouldn't the Quran tell me what verses are unclear? Shouldn't it tell me that?
Yes.
Because again, you understand it says you don't focus on the unclear verses, because if you do, you're going to get Allah angry because you're causing division because no one knows what they mean. So shouldn't I know what the unclear verses are so I don't focus on them?
Yes.
But the Quran nowhere tells me what the unclear verses are. How many unclear verses are there?
I don't know.
Neither does Allah, because He didn't tell you. You see the problem?
Yeah.
Number three, we just read several verses that says the Quran explains everything in detail in this book. Everything in the book is explained in detail. How can everything be explained in detail when the Quran then says there are verses that are unclear, no one knows what they mean except Allah, and don't focus on them?
It doesn't make any sense.
So I thought the Quran is supposed to be from Allah and doesn't contain too many contradictions.
I'm doubting that.
Of course you doubt it, because the Quran is a joke. The real miracle is that people think the Quran is a miracle. Now, I'm going to give you some examples of how the Quran makes no sense. Now, by the way, do you have a bird in your house?
I think so.
Does he live with you?
Not in my room, but my sister has a bird.
Because I keep hearing him going.